30 miles into this. This isn't even showing off. All right, we are exactly 0.0 miles into this adventure. Gonna hike the North Country Trail, and Erks has already got a blister.
Shaping up, getting preparing, preemptive work. I think John had extra tape because.
Yeah, right. He needed pre-hike tape, and he didn't even bring any. So we're gonna use it all up before we even.
We saw good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. What's the date?
Today is the 19th, I believe. Yes, Friday, April 19th.
North Country Trail from Canyon Falls
Yep.
to Sugarloaf is the plan.
Canyon Falls to Marquette, Sugarloaf, I guess. That'll be 80 miles. That'll be plenty.
The goal is roughly 48 hours-ish. So, let's see if we can do it.
Yeah, I think
just take us longer than 48 hours.
we're feeling really good. We're feeling really good. We'll take the same picture in 40 or 50 hours and see how big our smiles are.
Just entering our first steps onto the North Country Trail. I like it. Clicking away. A buddy of mine who has a camp on this trail, he had said one of the things that you're gonna maybe struggle with is the trail not being cleaned up and maybe not hard to find, which so far it hasn't been too bad, but I can see where that could become an issue. It's leafed in. This spot isn't too bad. It's marked with blue paint, nice, but headlamp time might be tough. Maybe hopefully we won't get into that. Come across the first signs of reality here. I'm thinking that the only thing that could have done that is Bigfoot. No?
For sure. Yeah, that is textbook.
I mean, we're deep right now. What, 2 miles in?
Nobody's gonna scream. Cell phones don't work.
I mean, I thought I heard something over there. We better get out of here.
We better. Well, I missed an opportunity here to catch a fail in action here. We tried to cross that, and luckily Ryan went first. So this is the end result. No injuries. However, got a boot full of water.
Right. 5 miles into a 80-mile trip and you got a wet boot. That sucks.
Yeah. So
hopefully we get into some higher land here though, and I did bring shoes, so maybe you can wear shoes for a while and give this some time to get out a little bit maybe.
You were a split-second decision away from leaving those extra shoes.
Yeah.
You almost left them. I mean, literally put them in the back of the truck. No, I'm not taking them.
Back rolling again. Foot actually feels good. That wool sock soaked up with everything. Just swap the sock out. Should be good to go for a while. That could have been a lot worse. I kind of flopped right into that thing. Knee deep.
Yeah, it was.
Well, we learned something, right?
I did.
Yeah. Make sure if there's every stream crossing, you need to get that camera rolling.
Yeah.
That way you don't fall in.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad we got your camera. Didn't set us back too much though. Yeah, it worked out great. Gave me time to go bushwalking to get around it, so I didn't have to fall in after. It was a straight up booby trap. There's no way a person could step on that and not go under.
No, there was nothing under it.
Yeah, it was just pretty much floating there.
We're at a good spot here to fill up some water. We dumped a lot of water in the beginning so that we didn't have to carry a lot. We're about 8 miles in so far. 3.5 hours of walking. I think we're gonna go a little bit further before we eat some lunch. It isn't too much further to a nice little stream. We got some water here, but we're gonna go a little further, I think. Everyone's just missing her now, but walk towards it. Derek says there's no deer up here.
Yeah.
No deer. I think he's a 12-pointer.
In the making.
We're 10 miles in right now, or just a little bit under anyway. Stopped and grabbed a bite to eat. Maybe a mile back. Took our boots off. And breathe a little bit, change some socks. Feeling good. We are behind where we thought we would be. We're plugging away. We'll make our destination for the day anyway. Okay, first extraction point. You need it?
Yeah. We don't need this on here.
It's nice to be on.
We got a good 50 miles left in us for sure, and then debatable the last 20. It was the Iron Bella Trail.
Moose. Yeah, it could be. We're in moose country now. Or we have been the whole time, I guess.
Now we got proof.
It's confirmed. Either that or it's a big buck. Really big buck. So, news to us, there's a long stretch here of road. Roughly 9 miles. So, put the sneakers on. I guess it's good I brought them after all. What you doing? A little foot repair?
Yeah. Preventative.
Is it preventative or is it started?
Oh yeah, it's starting to feel it.
The guy that was giving me shit about being
Yeah, you were 10 miles ago.
premeditated, you know, and I want blisters.
I'm not there yet.
Yeah, we're on a stretch here along the road for quite a ways, actually. We're probably approaching 18 miles maybe by this point. We're trying to hit camp about 24 miles for the day. That should be dark by then probably. The next day we got a super aggressive attempt to do 44 miles. Sleep one more night and the following morning get up, finish it out roughly 16 miles to Sugarloaf Mountain. Why not? So we're on the home stretch for the day, still on road. Just came off the highway, as you saw in that last little clip. We unexpectedly bounced out on the highway and happened to walk by a little restaurant. So, mushroom Swiss burger and fries it is. That was very nice. And actually, about 10 miles earlier, I was dreaming of a Snickers bar, and they had Snickers bars. How awesome is that?
Yeah, we pop out on the road and we walk for 1 mile and happen to hit the one building, the one bar, or the one business in probably 30 miles. We crossed it. I don't think it's a coincidence. I think they have some pull, and they rerouted
Yes,
the North Country Trail
that's probably
to
good.
improve their business. I mean, why else would they send people, 10 miles away, seemingly? I don't know, pretty funny. It was
That
a
is
cool
funny.
place, though.
Yeah, some nice people.
Tony was entertaining.
Yeah, he gave us coordinates of a camp, Kelly Camp or Camp Kelly,
Camp Kelly.
which is a camp that it's under new ownership now, but I guess the previous owners just let you use it. He said this guy's really cool, and he probably could just use it. I said I got Tony's name so I could tell him that he told us so we could stay there.
His last name?
Hoffman.
Hoffman.
Tony Hoffman, really nice guy. We made it.
Four a.m. came pretty quick this morning. Looks like we got some signs of Jack Frost out there.
Whew. Yep. Hand me those.
It's a cool spot.
Yeah.
Day 2. Got to campsite last night. I think 22.8 miles. Perfect timing. Got the tent set up just at dark. Ate a little something for dinner. No, we didn't. We ate before that, didn't we?
We ate it, yeah. We ate at Cozy Inn.
Yeah, ate at the Cozy Inn. That was pretty sweet.
Real sweet.
Now we got up alarm at 4 a.m. and broke camp and ate some breakfast and got rolling at about 5:30. And as you can see, it's snowing, which is kind of neat. Still on a gravel road.
Yeah.
We'll be on this for a little bit, I think, yet after we get through this state park, but then I think it'll be trails for the remainder. But take a look out at this lake here. So yeah, I guess we have 44 miles planned for today. I'm not sure that's happening. We'll see. We started early, we'll end late, hopefully. Still in the park now. Off roads anyway. Reduced to a 4-wheeler trail now. We got, I think it's about, I can't remember, 6 to 8 miles through the state park on this trail. I'm sure it gets much more remote like what we were used to earlier once we passed through the park. But low 20 or low 30s right now probably. Perfect walking weather. As soon as I'm sure the snow's passed, I'll take this rain gear off so I don't get too heated up. Good spot to stop and pretend like you need to video something, because you're definitely not tired from coming up that hill. Pro tip, 1528 when you're out west hunting and you're climbing a mountain with a guy that's more physically fit than you, you pretend like you see something off in the distance so you can stop and do some glassing. That way he doesn't think you're a pansy for having to stop climbing that hill.
Bridge.
Yeah.
In the middle of nowhere.
Still snowing a little bit, but sun's starting to pop through the clouds. Should lighten up here. We're about a little bit over 30 miles in from the original starting point. About 8 miles in for the day, and about 5 miles out from the McCormick Wilderness. I mean, the weather's been great. I just got this thin shirt on. I mean, for walking, it's great. Haven't been getting too wet, really, it doesn't seem, from the snow, but yeah, feet feel good. I was getting a little bit of knee pain on my right side, the back side of my knee, for a while, but that seems to be gone. Feet feel good. Getting a little hungry, but I think it's about 8 o'clock in the morning and we're 8 miles in. The math is not adding up for a 40-mile day, but you never know. We might push her into dark if our legs and feet are feeling good, just to try to break that 40-mile mark. It'll be a push. Sunrise, or before sunrise to after sunset. It's been fun. Interesting. Let's see what kind of lame ass excuse he has for struggling, falling way back. You coming?
30 miles into this. This isn't even showing off.
That's got to be what? 100 feet, 80, 100 feet down? You think? 60 to 80?
How do you think those two there?
I don't know. I think it's like 150 feet down here. This is like literally a one-on-one trail to get down there. I got the crampons on the boots just so that we can keep a little bit of traction. Wonderful. Blowdowns, like fighting off wolves. It's been a trip. Oh, getting jabbed in the eyeball with sticks. Oh. Pretty much everything you can think of.
It's funny because sometimes I wonder who he's talking to, because I know Stacy's just thinking we're a bunch of dum-dums.
She's probably right most of the time. Well, we're about 32 and a half miles in now, and it's 10 a.m. This is 24 hours after we started. We got dropped off at Canyon Falls at 10 a.m. Central Time. It's currently 10 a.m. Central Time the following day, and we're 32 and a half miles in. Got a long ways to go. We got 30 miles to hit our target, 32 miles actually, more miles to hit our target for today. Not sure there's enough, well, I know there's not enough time in the daylight. Let's see if Johnny is up for the task of grinding into the darkness, just so we can say we went at least 40. We're gonna see if Big Joe actually watches my YouTube videos. This stretch of the trail, which is actually a road, kind of reminds me of Joe's road in Montana. So we're gonna see if Joe has enough patience to get to this point in the video. I'm guessing not. I think it's gonna be a little longer than he can handle. So, but this one's for you, Big Joe. Wish you were here. It's getting real now, boys. We're out of Luco tape.
Last piece.
I wish we would have picked up some more. I knew it.
And I didn't look at that foot yet.
That foot's fine.
Better off not to look.
All right, well, there's been a bit of a change in plans here. Johnny's feet are looking pretty bad at the McCormick Track trailhead on the east side. And as a result, trying to figure out where this trail is. Here we go. As a result, he's tapping and I'm gonna carry on. He does have service there, so he's able to text his dad and come get him. And I'm gonna continue, but we got about 15 in today at that point. And unfortunately, it's about 16 miles from that point where he stopped to another spot that he could be picked up, and he's just not feeling it. His feet are blistered, shins are aggravated, but other than that, he's feeling good. But he feels bad. I feel bad for leaving him, but he wanted me to go, or he encouraged me to anyway. I don't know if he wanted me to, but I'm gonna try to push out 30 today, and that will get me to right near Mahosky's camp, and we'll see how I feel there. If I had to, I could be picked there, but I think the next day I would go again and try to get close to the end, but might be a different pickup point. This is kind of a cool section. Just came through that little cut. You got some rock outcrop here. It's pretty cool. Lots of relief. It's pretty neat in here. So, just realized that John's got the tarp that we lay down in the tent, because the tent we have that I have is a floorless tent. So that's gonna kind of suck. Still no blue markers. It's cool in here though. There was a section I just went through a little bit ago that I wasn't so sure where the heck I was. The trail kind of disappeared, but you can see it pretty good now. It's really a bummer that there's no markers. So I've been in here before deer hunting. I don't know how far I'm in now into the McCormick, but that tree right there, I remember taking a picture of my gun leaning against that tree when I was trying to find a track to track some bucks back here. That day I ended up walking 17 miles, if I remember right, and I cut one, maybe two sets of tracks that whole time back here. So the deer are thin, but I thought that was kind of cool. I remember seeing that tree. Still grinding. Yeah, I got 13 and a half miles to go to reach the Mahosky camp. That would be 30 and a quarter miles for the day. that's kind of the goal. But we'll see how I feel when I get there. I really want to do 40 in a day. That's gonna be headlamp time probably for 10 miles. But if the trail is marked good or established well enough that I feel comfortable I can do it with a headlamp, then I'll go for it. But if it's anything like this right here, I don't think I'll be able to. It's not marked. And I'm having a hard time even in the daylight sometimes finding which way I need to go. So hopefully I make it to the Mosquito camp. Hopefully I make 40. Hopefully I make it 10 miles. Like right now, I don't know where the hell I am. There we go. Hopefully I make it 10 miles past the Mosquito camp. There's a grouse. But, all right, we're still grinding. Feeling good. 18.25 miles into today's hike. I just received an inReach message from Johnny. His dad just picked him up, so he's good to go. So that makes me feel good. He got crappy reception up there, and I was hoping he could get the right directions to his dad, but it sounds like that worked out great. I got about 12 miles remaining for today to get to Derek's camp. Shouldn't have a problem doing that, but I'm scared that I'm gonna push for that 40 instead of 30 something. But that's gonna require a headlamp. I'm making good time. I just ate something, just filled up with water. Well, I was off trail for a little bit there, but I was able to find it again. Not having my markers sucks. It's pretty established here, but I hear a waterfall and there's a stream crossing. I really hope that there's an actual bridge here. I have my doubts. That beaver dam right there. Woo! All right, I should be able to get across. I'm gonna turn this off though. Well, I made it across. It looks like someone put some ribbon up. So hopefully this will help. They apparently made it to that creek. It didn't cross. But hopefully these flags will mark my way out so I don't lose the trail again. That'd be wonderful. Oh, grinding up a hill here. Definitely getting tired. Still giving her 21 miles about. A hair under for today so far. Plenty of light left. Hoping for at least 30. Changed. Not really, it didn't really change. 30 I think will get me to Derek's camp. I'm thinking I might keep going though. But my legs are feeling good. So long as I'm in the flat. Climbing, they fatigue quick, but once you level out, I regain strength and feeling good. Well, I just made it through the McCormick. As soon as I stepped out of the McCormick, all of a sudden we get some freaking blue markers finally. Spent the last probably almost 10 miles trying to sort out trail. That was a pain in the butt. But clear sailing now, hopefully. I still got, I think, about 8 miles to Derek's camp. So, and I got, what would it be? About 3 hours of light left. Maybe 4, I think probably 3.5. So we'll see what kind of pace I can do with this trail. Here's nice. It's a cool spot through here. It's a boulder field. The river coming through the saddle. waterfall all the way down and beyond what I can see. Pretty cool. Very cool. So nice to have that blue paint again. Let's see how we cross this. I haven't found a crossing that wasn't a pain in the butt for the last 10 miles. This looks pretty good. As long as I don't slip, I'm hanging this up. Pretty cool though. I've been following a moose. I haven't seen it yet, but I've seen his tracks through here. There's another creek that runs through down there too and meets up with this one. That is a huge boulder. Wow. That must be 20 feet high. That's cool. Couple moose tracks in the road. I feel like I've been over this bridge. I think maybe, ooh, the buck track too, maybe. I feel like, oh, there's the bridge right there. There's country trail bridges over here. But, oh yeah. Me and Joe stopped here one time when we saw a giant bull over here. We ended up stopping and I think we walked over this bridge and went a little ways anyway. That was probably 10 years ago or more. Oh, ooh, no railing. Yikes. Don't slip here, please. So this is just west of mile marker 225.5 on the North Country Trail. Very cool. Wow, impressive. The trail is super sketchy through here. Slippery and mossy. See, there's a blue marker. It came along that edge. Very cool. Pretty high here. Just climbed up a bluff. Wow. 23.5 miles in today. Hopefully this trail stays like this now that I'm on top. Looks nice and clean. Well marked. That 30-mile marker is sounding a little better than the 40. This section, since the McCormick, has been just non-stop, up and down, up and down. I'll be interested to see what the vertical gain is. Yesterday's vertical gain was 2,000 in, I think, 22.5 miles or whatever it was. So I bet this one's more. Well, it's going to be further distance, so it was going to be further distance and quite a bit more, I think, vertical. Only have a couple hours of light left. All right, 27.5 miles in on day 2. That doesn't look like much of a hill, but it's like straight up. That was where I came up. It doesn't look like much. That sucked. Yeah, this has been a grind. Super sketchy stream crossing. I think it was called Wilson Creek. I'm tired. Trying to make it to Mahaski's camp still. I'll be able to make it. It's gonna be dark. Maybe for the last mile or two. I wouldn't be filming this because I need to go, but I'm tired, so I need to take a breather before I finish going up this hill. So hopefully I get there before it's dark out. I got maybe 45 minutes, but all right. But we're getting close to the last light. I think I'm about 2 miles away from Husky's camp. It is so rugged in here. Wow. This will probably be the last time I check in before I hit camp, because I'm thinking that it'll be too light, too low of light to record, and I just need to try to humper through here and try to minimize the amount of time spent walking in the dark, because it is rugged and slippery, and it'd just be best if it was light out when I make it to that camp. So wish me luck. Wonderful. Good thing I'm not tired. Oh God, that looks deep. Oh, this sucks. I'm not looking forward to this. Last crossing. Please don't fall in. Well, I lucked out. Didn't even fall in. I'm glad that that is done with. Now let's carry on. 31 and a half miles in, and it says no trespassing. I wonder what that means. That means go this way, I think. Well, I think I'm within a quarter mile of the Mahosky camp. My legs and feet honestly do not feel much different than they did 20 miles ago, but I'm tired. I'm beat. I think it's 9:30 Central. Started walking at 5:30 a.m. I think that's enough. Well, morning of day 3. It's beautiful out. Nice sunrise. Beautiful view from the Mahosky camp. I ended up not setting up my tent and just putting my sleeping pad right there. Slept under the stars. Did not sleep the best, but I would have slept anywhere. I was tired, 30 some miles in one day. Brutal hills. Oh man. One hill after the other. I'd like to find the guy that marked out that trail, because they don't believe in going along contour at all. They just go up and down the whole time. But anyway, I just got my frozen shoes put back on, which sucks. But I'm gonna hike out, take the roads, hopefully, and at some point, somewhere between maybe 5-10 miles, hopefully Stacy finds me and I can get into a car and ride home the rest of the way. Derek, your little creek right here has the cleanest water I've seen so far. I love it. Thanks again. Finally back to a road. What a labyrinth of trails on the Mahosky property. I didn't know how the heck to get out of there. I was spinning all around. I didn't know which way. I took the way that looked like it would had the most traffic, and thinking that would be the main entrance, but didn't seem to be, unless it spun way around weird. I don't know, but doesn't look like they really get in there with a pickup. Maybe just 4-wheelers. But anyway, I made it down to the road, and I'm heading south, heading towards Red Road, I think. I'm gonna try to follow this road all the way out until Stacy picks me up. But beautiful in here. That land is awesome. That trail is up in there somewhere. I don't know. But man, is it rugged up here. It's awesome. Anyway, I got about at least a 3-mile walk. Maybe more. Probably take Stacy a while to get up here. I wasn't sure how long it would take, so I had her just shoot for 10 a.m. to be up here later. So it might be 3 miles, might be 10, who knows. There's some wolf tracks. I heard the wolves last night. Hadn't heard them the whole trip until the night I was sleeping under the stars on the front porch of their camp. But they're way off in the distance. Another slight change in plan. Nothing big really, but Stacy talked to her dad, and her dad's gonna come get me instead of her. We don't really have signal out here, and I gave her the best directions I could on all these old country roads, but her dad knows every inch of the UP, driving a log truck all his life, for a lot of his life, so he's on his way. Probably doesn't even need a map. All right, legs are feeling good, but the feet are tender still. That isn't gonna change. Legs are feeling good. About 4 miles into today, and I got about another hour and a half of walking to do while he drives here. Well, we fell short of the goal of making it to Sugarloaf, but my ride's gonna be picking me up shortly. I ditched out early. I should get a little bit over 8 miles today, so that would bring it to about 60.25 miles if I make 8 miles today, and I'm on about a half mile short of that right now. But I'm gonna break that 60, and then I'm gonna kick her back a little bit and wait for my ride. And that'll be finishing up before 11 or before 10. And we started this journey Friday at 10 a.m. It's currently Sunday, like 9:30. So it's not bad, 60 miles in essentially 2 days. Basically did nothing but walk, eat or drink, and sleep. We slept 2 different nights. Yeah, so basically this isn't about it being enjoyable, I guess. It's about pushing myself and seeing what I can do. Apparently, I bit off more than I can chew. 82 miles was too much. All right. Anyway, it's been fun. See you later. There he is. Oh, the feet are tender.